ruined me on that one.
I don't think came home. All right, fair enough. Okay, game 2. Now, Spirit Breaker ban. Yes or no?
Ah, classic. Yeah, that's going to happen.
Spirit Breaker and Weaver. Those
Okay,
two
Weaver,
heroes.
yep. I understand why. Spirit Breaker's too strong right now. Weaver's too strong
Weaver
right now.
is so irritating to play against. I just hate that first skill.
Ooh, Earth Spirit ban. They weren't a fan.
Well. I mean, that's a respect ban. It has to be Spirit Breaker now. If it's not Spirit Breaker, yeah, there we go.
Yeah, it's always.
It's always. Would the other team ban it? Maybe we won't ban it straight away, but no, the other team are going to ban it. They get rid of the Disruptor too.
Whichever team is second pick has to ban Spirit Breaker, in my opinion.
But Spirit Breaker's not game. Is he game winning guaranteed? He's a very strong hero, but I mean he doesn't win like 60 or 70% of games. His win rate's like 53%, so he's only just in the positive.
Yeah, but that's because people use him to run down mid with.
Yeah, he's a good hero. I mean, he's basically a better Storm Spirit because Storm Spirit has to aim the zip, uses tons of mana. Spirit Breaker presses Q, gets a kill, and then goes somewhere else. And it's
Also,
point click.
have you had a look at his pick ban in Divine Plus?
No, what is it?
25% pick, 42% ban.
Pretty high. Anything
That's
above 30%
a bit
ban rate
ridiculous.
is really high. Yeah, I know OD, Tinker, Techies are higher.
Tinker's
okay.
got less pick rate, more ban rate, yeah.
Well, because it's banned all the time, so
Well,
you
yeah.
can't pick it. So
But
Undying is immediately counterpicked by the Snapfire.
Okay, normal.
Yeah, Lil Shredder
Undying
is
still has a
interesting.
lot to offer, and good tombstone placement makes it hard, especially if it supports Snapfire, because you can't really go in for it. But
Well, the thing about Lil Shredder is it gives you a large bonus in attack range. And it is so quick, those attacks.
Yeah.
Like, Snapfire has this really weird interaction where he can instantly kill anything that has a number of hits on. And there's quite a lot in this game. You've got Weaver Bug, you've got Tombstone, you've got Nimbus, you've got Phoenix Egg. All these things can be taken down so quickly by a Snapfire. So Snapfire hard counters some heroes. I don't know if they maybe would if they felt it was OP, you could make Little Shredder attacks only count as a creep hit for those things, so you need twice as many to kill it, for example. But or they just say no, that's part of it.
It's niche enough, I think. As in, like, not enough people play Snapfire right now for it to have to do much.
This is the TI drafting combo, isn't it? Snapfire Tidehunter dominated so many games because you've got so many good combos, synergies between those two heroes. You've got minus armor from Snapfire and Tide, so you've got Gush into Lil Shredder, that would delete someone in lane. You've got Cookie into Anchor Smash, also good for lane, give Tidehunter a bit more mobility. And then you've got Ravage into Mortimer's Kisses. So everything about those two heroes perfectly synergizes, pretty much.
Wraith King picked.
Again, I mean, we've seen Wraith King every pick.
You were talking about you wanted to see people pick heroes earlier and just go for it.
Yeah, and they did go Wraith King. I mean, Wraith King dominated last game. It's Shakuaku could be playing it again technically because he did play it in that game.
I think Juju would like to as well.
Maybe. They've also banned the Timber Sword to get rid of those anti-strengths. Tidehunter and Snap are, as we talked about, really good at laning together, but then they are both strength heroes and they will be playing into an Undying. So Undying's going to take a lot of their strength, going to slap them back with high damage. But they both have low armor as well. Wraith King, Undying, very low armor. So it's going to be an interesting lane, that one. I think the Tide Snap could do pretty well here, but it depends.
Darkseer ban makes sense.
Yes, that was a very good Darkseer. From Super Hot Fire, he's called now. I think that's Ben, isn't it?
He changes his name enough. Yeah, it's Ben. He's a Miles. He's a Milesy.
He's a Miles. You know what I mean? Yeah, it changes the name a lot.
Yeah. 5 seconds remaining. Changes his profile pic as well. Sometimes.
Does he? Okay. Yeah, that's I nickname everyone, and some people like, I don't know, Ollie the Optimist. He's been that since I added him in 2012. But some people change their name quite a lot, so I nickname everyone just in case. So that's a good showing from the RCDC guild at the moment. We've got 4 on the Dire, 3 on the Radiant, so more people RCDC than not. So that's a good showing.
Yeah. 5 seconds remaining. Still got the Steve clan, but
5 Teeth.
The 5 Teeth. We played someone in a pub who had that as the clan.
Oh, did they? Okay.
One.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, do you know Cacopium? And they were like, no. And I was like, how dare you? How could you not?
Yeah, well, if they're in the same clan, I don't know.
I think he's also he's one of the leaders, I think.
Is he? Okay. Interesting bans here, not just all cores like we get usually. I understand getting rid of Lifestealer and Ursa. They're very hard for Raytheon to deal with. That Raytheon's pretty bad against Ursa. But the Dire went for a different approach. They got rid of Darkseer and Enigma, so they got rid of big AoE team fighters, and then they got rid of Necrophos, who's actually, I guess, they're worried about the all-green, all-undead team. Because that's obviously what Radiant were going for. You know, the green undead. Yeah. Because that would have been good synergy with Necrophos, right? Then you go Death Prophet. You could probably get 5 heroes. Is there?
You could get an actual team out of that.
Is there a fifth one? Death Prophet is good. Green and undead is what we're looking for. And have you noticed every undead hero has some kind of heal? Like Wraith King High Lifesteal and Dying's got Soul Rat. Yeah, Pugna. He's an undead little skeleton. He's got a heal. Yeah, do it.
Pugna's technically not undead in lore.
Oh, is he not? Is he a skeleton boy but alive?
Wait, no. Am I wrong?
He doesn't sound very undead,
Pugna
does he?
was a 13-year-old brat who killed 2 people, stole their wands, said they were his, and then just kind of sat on the throne and went, haha, I'm king now.
Okay, fine. They've kept up with the sort of very manly, in-your-face sort of lineup. They've got Axe, Wraithing, and Dying now, so 3 melee strength heroes. Dire's Wind Ranger is quite nice for the mobility. If you don't get called by the Axe, Wind Ranger can get away from the zombies, kill the Tombstone pretty quickly. If you ult the Wraith King with Focus Fire and Wraith King respawns, you still have Focus Fire on the Wraith King, so that's a pretty nice counter. Okay, so they finally got their first mobile hero, and we see a Razor. Don't see too many Razors these days, but it is pretty good against Wraith King, because you take all of his damage, he can't crit you hard, so you're fine.
Have you been watching DPC?
Nope.
So, OG versus Tundra was today, and OG played it, a Razor carry. They like it a lot.
Razor...
They won, so it obviously looked decent. They won.
Razor has amazing laning, which is his strength, and he's a ranged hero. He scales pretty well into late game. A lot of Razors used to go Aghanim's Refresher was the Razor build, and you still do that?
Yeah, I think the build is... Oh god. I knew it because I think it was literally like BKB, Refresher, Aghanim's or something like that.
Yeah, because the double ultimate, and I think you can get 2 links going at the same time as well with Refresher. So... you can power yourself up loads, you do so much damage with the ultimates, then you get the ultimates to damage towers as well, so you just run in with the ultimate. The only problem with Razor, his farming is limited to 1 very expensive spell that does about 300 or 400 magic damage, so he's not got the constant AoE farming as some of the other heroes do. They ban Queen of Pain again, Puck, OD, and
Same
who are we
ban
going to
so
see?
far, okay.
Lena. Okay, get rid of Lena this time.
Hero, yeah. It's too safe. If the people who are picking their mid first can pick it, it's hard. It makes your job as like when you have last pick, it makes your last pick less important, I think.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Agree. What are they going to go for then? Who did we see last time? We saw a Zeus, and Ollie did have a very good game on Zeus. I'm not sure. Zeus against Wind Ranger can be a bit tricky, because if Wind Ranger decides to focus fire you with a javelin, you just wait to die. You try to put out as much magic damage as you can in return. You're probably dead. And when Wind Ranger gets BKB, you are going to be hunted every fight.
And Blink and Shard. Shard, you can't even run away at that point. You're just like,
well, you use your little leap, your little Zeus hop, Mario leap. It's pretty good. It does apply a very strong slow.
Can also, they made it so that static field counts as damage instead of HP removal, so that it can cancel blinks as well and do stuff like that.
Oh, does it? Well, it only made sense as HP removal back in the old days, where static field used to be whenever you cast a spell, everyone around you gets hit by a percentage damage. Now it's just more damage for the target you're actually casting the spell on. So it doesn't make sense for it to be a health removal.
Willow mid, okay. The Optimist.
You could technically put Hoodwink mid. Hoodwink mids are quite scary when they get the Gleipnir and, you know, a couple of damage items.
Thompson's been playing it, and he's been doing...
Of course he has.
I may have tried the build, because I was like...
Yeah, Thompson is the I play weird heroes mid. Grimstroke mid, Earth Spirit mid.
Basically, it's a Grimstroke-esque build, where it's like, E-Blade.
Oh, Aghanim's.
Ags,
Big boomerang, yeah.
And I think I tested it out because I was interested how much damage I could do. I think you can one-shot someone from 3,500 health with like E-Blade, Ags, and
Yeah, the boomerang already amplifies damage, and it's quite a
Kaya.
strong nuke as well, isn't it? Like 350 magic damage or something?
350 magic damage and 20. I want to say it's 25% increase. It decreases status resistance by 25%.
Ah, so you get to do a long bushwhack after it, and then you E-blade them as well, and you just cast a really powerful sharpshooter into their face, which I think
30%. I can't
does it go up to? What does sharpshooters go up to? Like 1,100 damage?
1,250.
Okay.
And then obviously affected by spell amp.
Yeah, so then you can make it pure damage at the end, can't you?
No longer. It's now just that it pierces spell immunity.
Oh, okay.
Which is actually
pure damage. Okay.
Nicer with the build. Because
with that build, I suppose, yeah.
By, like E-blade, you can get it to do like 2,500 damage, I think.
Okay, so it's a nuke build. It's kind of like playing Lion mid, but with a way lower cooldown. The question is, who are they going to round up their lineup with? They see Dark Willow, and they need a mid hero, unless Windranger's going mid.
You want something that has like non-targeted spells, I think, in this case.
Well, ideally.
Because Hoodwink's going to be in the trees. You've got Willow, who won't be able to be targeted.
Puck would be good, but is banned. They're actually going to finish off with Chaos Knight, which means you're going to see. Well, okay, but who? Snapfire and Windranger have to be supports.
Frank, please be Chaos Knight 5. I want to laugh my ass off.
I think it would have to be Chaos Knight. If Tidehunters 3, Chaos Knight's 1, it will be Razor mid. Pos 5 Chaos Knight would be funny. I know you've told me about this, and I would like to see if there's some truth behind it.
It was fun. It was good. It was fun. Because we first picked it, they drafted to counter it, and then we just played it 5 and ran at them. I know it doesn't quite work like that this game, but...
Pos 5 Razor, I guess, would trade pretty well with other supports. You just get the link on them and right click, but... I don't know. Yeah, the Dire, they don't know. They got 10 seconds remaining to assign their heroes.
This is just, I'm willing to bet it's Frank trying to convince everyone that Chaos Knight 5 is possible and that he wants
yeah.
Yes, it is.
But 5, I mean, he's tanky. He's got Reality Rift and a stun, but is that enough? His ultimate is near useless compared to a support ultimate that actually does a lot, like Snapfire.
Runs at people, does good base damage.
Do you take the crits or to trade?
Stuns them.
Okay.
Minus armor. I don't know. It was interesting. I think he went. What did he build actually? Let's see. I don't know if I can find it now.
Does anyone else here know that he's playing Chaos Knight 5? Like anyone on the Radiant team?
Yes, because Nat was in that game, I believe.
Okay. But Nat's on the Dire as well, though.
Oh, there would be people who know.
I want to know if the Radiant are aware of it.
When was Tuesday? What date was that?
I don't know.
Sorry.
Tuesday was the 8th.
8th, okay.
We'll have a look at what the Chaos Knight builds. So he's got some Tango. 66 base damage is a lot, but weirdly, it's 51 to 81. But even within the base damage, there's a really, really large range between the top and bottom here. He has got a Quelling Blade, which makes me think it's not a support Chaos Knight. It might actually be Pos 1 Chaos Knight. But then you've also got Quelling Blade on Razor. And then he sold an item, and he bought a Sentry.
He doesn't know what he wants.
But he still has a Quelling Blade. Razor's base damage is really bad. 49 base damage on Razor. Pretty terrible. I guess because you're taking damage with static link, so it's only fair.
I think he likes Quelling Blade. I think he's gone Quelling Blade because he's against Hoodwink, would be my guess.
Okay. So it is still a support. Maybe that will extra bait them though, won't it? That baited me. It's going to bait them. They're going to see it and go, well.
I can't believe he's doing it.
I have base armor as well.
He just trades really. If I remember
Look at those stats.
He traded really well.
Oh,
and then
they're all surrounded.
And got 4 seconds
they're completely surrounded. Who do they go on? They didn't go on anyone because the Dire team literally flanked them. Some sort of triple-pronged attack. Oh no, they're going to drop everything onto Debate Mail, but is Tidehunter the hero you want to go on? They're going to try. They actually have a Tombstone up. And they get a couple of zombies applying the slow, and that will be First Blood. Oak claims it actually with the Tombstone, which is still spawning zombies onto the enemy team.
Oh yeah, so he's doing it. He is going Meme Hammer first item. I forgot about that bit.
But I guess your stun's not... Stun? No, you don't have a 4-second stun. You have a 2.2... A 2 to 4 second stun.
It's a 4-second stun if you hope hard enough.
That's quite funny that Hoodwink actually can't get a stun with Bushwhack if there's no tree, so he could TP out right in front of Hoodwink, and Hoodwink had no way of applying a stun. It did mean he had...
back to base, though.
But Fast Hero, 325 move speed, 3.7 health regen, 5 base armor, 67 right click. That is a hero you don't want to be in a right click fight with. But I'm a bit worried for Razor, see how that lane goes. Already got 5 last hits though somehow, so doing well.
He should trade. Yeah, it's because he got to lane first. Which was nicer. I'm interested to see how he trades actually on CK, honestly. I'm not sure.
Well,
he's blocked his own camp. No, he didn't.
He's got to get to the lane first. Oh, veteran stealing some damage. 15 damage. There's a stun. 2-second stun with a lot of damage as well. And they do get the Bushwhack off, but now you've got 34 stolen damage. So Razor's hitting quite hard and just right-clicking the Juju.
Stun's up in 3 seconds.
Not going to go for another stun, I don't think. It's 110 mana, so it's fairly pricey. The mana cost also goes up, but it can do 180 damage as well.
Why is he like this hero? I hate looking at his stats and seeing max damage, min damage. Look at his right click and you go 52 to 80.
Well, he's Chaos Knight. And the other thing is they're inversely proportionate. So you either do massive damage with low stun or long stun but with low damage, which I quite like the way that that works, actually. Look at him just right-clicking Juju.
Anyway, we missed Sharkwaku behind bot lane.
We did. Oak is also on very low HP. That happened last game, though. The Wraith King died very early on the lane.
I guess
turned it around.
Plays too aggressive early. I don't know.
Yeah, not sure. Wraith King is pretty weak. He's only level 1 still. So, also, you don't want to play into Tide Hunter with Wraith King. That's not a good lane because, you know, melee range against Tide is always tricky. Unless you're playing something like Ursa.
Also, if you have a look at the Chaos Knight talents, you've got the Reality Rift pull distance.
Yeah,
Chaos Bolt cooldown, Chaos Bolt duration, or Reality Rift Pierce's spell immunity. Either of those are insane in my opinion.
And the top one's a bit rubbish, but that's you know. Like, you can always turn into a core, I suppose.
Yeah, he'd use. I remember he used his ult to like either try and bait things or just split push or something.
Yeah, you probably still do quite a bit of damage. It's like when support Sven was a thing, right? Your ult was fine. 2-second stun. There, a bit of damage. Oh, Juju, he does manage to get the Bushwhack off. Reality Rift is not quite going to be enough, but look at Super Hot Fire. Gets the spin. Another spin. Will get the kill. Does he want to fight Cocopium? Yes, he does, because Juju's here as well. Fires out another stun. Did we miss another kill, though?
Non-2 stun?
I don't think so. It's always been long stun, low damage.
He's had some nicer ults today. Yeah, they killed
Wraith, killed Oak in the bot lane, yeah, so they're struggling a little bit in the bot lane. Wraith King only 9 CS. Jabaitma already with the Ring of Health and the Soul Ring on the way. It's a very hard lane. We did talk about the lane synergy, Oak with the ability to steal strength from 2 strength heroes, but I think Tide and Snapfire are just way too suited for this lane, and the minus armor are going to start building up from Snapfire. Wow, they're going aggressive. Drop the tombstone. Sharkwaku does actually get a kill. We don't have any points in Soul Rip. One more right click. Yeah, Wraith is going to go down, but that's going to be a double kill. I think Wobbler's... Yeah, Oak does get the kill there. Nice double kill there. That is rank 2 tombstone, so Oak went for the second rank. And they didn't prioritize the tombstone, because if you want to little shred of the enemy, you can't use it on the tombstone. But who did we miss dying top? Oh, Axe died.
Unfortunately for Dire, unfortunately for Radiant even, it seems like Radiant safe lane's struggling. Dire safe lane's having a very nice time right now, I think.
Well, the CS is pretty low for both safe lanes, actually. Mids are just farming as expected. The problem with Dark Willow, though, is Dark Willow does not have an easy way of farming, whereas at least Wind Ranger can spam Power Shot. So
why does Razor have no net worth?
I don't know. He's only got 18 last hits, I suppose.
He was 3rd lowest. He's just.
I tend not to look at net worth till about 10-minute mark because it's too hard to see. I'm just interested in their KDAs and things. But I mean, this is a really active game. 8 kills before we're even 5 minutes into the game. I mean, sometimes it takes 5 minutes for first blood to happen, but not this game. Oh, we're going on to Oak. Massive damage onto Oak. He's going to go straight down. That last right click from Wobbler.
Early medallion already.
Yeah, -5 armor. Then how much do you get from... Lil Shredder is 4 armor as well. So -9 armor alone. And then if Tide fires out even 1 Gush, that's another -3 armor. Gush did get nerfed quite a bit. So it only takes away 3 armor at rank 1. But look at the power of them. Even rank 2 Anchor Smash.
Vanished.
Yeah. Rank 3 Anchor Smash now 130 bonus right click on top of your normal right click. Oh, it drops the tombstone. But unfortunately, it's a little bit too far away. Spawns your zombie. At least Oak can walk back into it. Look at the power of that. Turn around to get the decay. Doesn't even get it off in time. Just gets killed by the Anchor Smash. And now they're going to take down the tombstone.
This bot lane
150 gold for Debate Mail. Yeah, it's really rough, that bot lane. But I mean,
Sharkwaku has given up on it. He has gone
oh
to
yeah.
jungle. He has said, nope, this lane is not worth it. I am off.
About to hit level 5, so we can have another rank of the Vampiric Aura. Not even going to be able to kill that Catstar. Nope, because he Quelling Bladed the tree. Very nice. Yeah, Cocopium didn't get the stun off.
Will he die to that? No, he's got Tango running.
Did something happen in the mid lane? Maybe not.
Mid laners, you try and tilt each other as much as
Wow, we are diving here. Hardcore, but big stun from Cocopium. Can he get a kill into Juju? He needs the Reality Rift. Gets Reality Rift. There's the right click. Big damage coming out on Super Off. That Axe has no armor. He's going to be okay, though. He's running away fairly fast. No mana for stun. Oh, no, he gets the cookie. I think Axe is in trouble now. Can he kill himself to those creeps? The creeps do crit. No. Oh, no, he does actually get it. Wow.
Oh,
but
Nat also hunted down Sharkwaku in his jungle.
It's very hard to keep track of this, but yeah, Sharkwaku is not level 6. Nat also had a double damage rune. So very, very deadly.
Juju's tilting already. Good start.
Is he tilting?
That bounce was bullshit. Tells me he's tilting.
Oh, did he type that in? I didn't even see that.
He
Oh,
did.
yeah.
He typed that into all chat.
Oh, wow. Okay, no, you're right. He is tilting.
He's also got Acorn Shot and Autocast, which is not a good sign.
What is? I didn't realize you could put it on Autocast. What does that mean? When you right-click, you just cast it? Or
I don't know, actually. Does it do anything?
I have
Wait,
never seen that on Autocast.
It's not doing anything, so I have absolutely no idea. Oh.
Is that...
Oh, what?
What?
Oh, that's actually nice. If point targeted, a tree is created at the target position, the acorn will bounce nearby targets. This ability may be placed on autocast to force this behavior. So placing on autocast forces it to
the tree on the floor. Oh,
which is actually very helpful.
But unless you're trying to trade with the enemy.
Yeah, but it's much more helpful as opposed for.
Oh, that's interesting. So they've kind of used autocasting to allow some different.
It's like a toggle instead.
Yeah. Well, they did get a kill in the bot lane. On Debate Mail. So actually the Radiant managed to salvage a little bit of the bot lane.
Although now Sharkwaku is getting run at.
And he's not got his ultimate. So he is dead. We've got Ravage. Do we need Ravage? Sharkwaku? No, he's in a lot of trouble. Nice Fear comes out with the power shot. Still going to get the kill. Ollie was not in range to go in. He's going for really, really quick Blink Dagger Rush on Dark Water. He didn't even finish his Null Talisman despite having most of it. Yeah, I think the Blink Rush allows you to go really early game, get on top of people with the Bedlam.
I would assume Ag's Rush is a lot worse against Wind Ranger as well, because I assume you just miss your right clicks and then you're like, well,
you need to get MKB as well. That's expensive.
It's expensive.
Well, Phase Boots first on Axe as well. Same thing we saw with Tim. Not going for the Vanguard Axe where you sort of man up and run into the enemy, but instead going for Phase Boots to get some move speed, get some armor.
Yeah. I feel like you need a good lane for the Vanguard. I don't know. That's my personal belief. I feel like Vanguard, if you get it too late, feels like it doesn't do anywhere near as much.
It's a very, very quick tower taken from the Dire team. Debate Mail, he's having a really fantastic time. He's got his Soul Ring, so it's Phase Boots. He got a Ring of Health, and he's very close to Blink. So everything he could possibly need. Whereas look at the Axe. Axe is level 5. Debate Mail is level 8. There is a massive disparity. Radiant also only have level 6 on their core. And only level I have actually only level 4 on Cocopium, so I guess that's where some of the level difference is being made up.
Cocopium. He doesn't understand what levels are.
That's true.
If he ever gains more than 1 level every 2 minutes, I'd be shocked.
Darkwaku's struggling. They drop the Tombstone. There's the stun. Lil Shredder's not on cooldown, so it cannot be used to kill a Tombstone. He's going to drop Mortimer's Kisses Ravage. That's a great combo. That's going to kill Sharkwaku, kill Oak. And no ultimate on the Wraith King, so he is going to go down nearly. Ollie is dead as well. Tombstone's now going to fall. 150 gold goes in the way of Wobber. And the power shot wasn't quite going to kill Ollie, but was very close. Even if it landed.
My favourite thing about Frank is that he didn't get level 30 in a 70-minute game once. And
That's a bit...
understood how.
That's interesting. Well, I don't know. I suppose if you're a support and you're dying a lot. What is Veteran building?
He's allergic to levels.
Veteran has a Mithril Hammer and a Windlace. It'd be interesting that you buy a Windlace before taking 1 point in Storm Surge, which gives 12% move speed. He does still manage to get the kill because... Oh, a lot of damage going on to him. He's still going to go down. Now it's level 7 on the Axe. Axe picking up a few levels. But look at the net worth of the Tidehunter. Tidehunter is disgustingly far ahead this game. Already been part of 9 kills despite dying 3 times. 71 last hits. 6k net worth. I don't understand what he's building. It looks like he's going Blink immediately into Scythe of Ice. And you know what? I've tried this on Tide before. Where you get really early Scythe. And sometimes I would have regretted it. Because, yeah, you have loads of lockdown, but sometimes your team actually needs some damage, and you're better off having Aghanims, or... Is that going to be okay? Oh, he has the Illusion Rune. Very nice rune to have there. Keep yourself alive. Now, Ollie's in a lot of trouble, gets immediately return killed.
That's a free tombstone as well.
Oh, again. It's maybe the 3rd tombstone. Attempt to heal it. You know what you can do, and I do a lot when I'm playing with Undying? I deny the tombstone to stop them getting the gold from it.
Can't really deny the tombstone when you're being dived behind your tier 1 by a fed Tidehunter.
You are right. Bit difficult. Tidehunter's got the blink almost. It doesn't even need... That must have been the longest range anchor smash I have ever seen in Dota. What was that all about? Now goes straight into Sharkwaku, who still doesn't have his ultimate. Does get shackled. Big power shot to the face. Gets the stun off. Right click from Wobber, killing spree. This is a deadly game for the Radiant. They are being killed everywhere they go. Right on top of the Axe. Axe still doesn't have his blink dagger. Power shot through. Oh, doesn't quite reach with Veteran, but Jabate again. Look at that score.
I can't say it.
7-3-5. What is this? Jabate, absolute monster on Tidehunter. And I really think if you're this far ahead on Tide, get the Aghanims, get the Shivas. Get the, get the damage items up. I think going for Scythe, you don't need to lock them down. No one on the Radiant team, is super evasive and needs lockdown. I'd rather go Shivas to stop their healing, to slow them, to do more damage.
I understand you do not have much of a mana pool on Tide, so I'd understand Shivas.
Yeah. Yeah, but I just think, all I'm saying is Scythe is an amazing item, and I think it's one of the greatest items in Dota 2. Anyone who's heard me talk about the item would agree. But I've made the mistake of going Scythe first item when I'm really far ahead and absolutely not needing it when damage actually would have sufficed. Bit of a fight happening here. Yuji takes a large amount of damage, but he's got Ollie on top of him. Veteran? Yeah, Veteran is going to go down. Ravager's drop. Do we have any follow-up? Yeah, Mortimer's Kisses finally. Comes out. Does get a kill. Oh, look at the range of Mortimer's Kisses. It goes across my entire screen. It's like 2,000 range. 2-second stun, but Oak does drop the ult to keep herself alive. Do we have Blink from the Axe? Yes, we do. We get the call. Doesn't call 2. Only calls 1. Not enough damage for Kokopium. He had a lot of thick charges. Jabate goes in. There's an easy kill. Oak's going to get taken down. These fights are deadly. Wow. And look at the build you go on Kokopium as well. Just literally Reality Rift and Chaos Bolt.
Why not?
So at worst, it's a 2-second stun that does 300 damage. Which is not bad of itself.
4-second stun. 4-second stun. It's insane.
Yeah, at best it's a 4-second stun. So, and I don't know what intervals it can be between it. Can it be like anywhere in between, or is it like at set intervals? Whoa, that nearly got a kill onto Wobber.
Is it? I think it's in. I'd assume it's 0.5 intervals.
I would have assumed so, but maybe it can be like anywhere in the scale, like individual integers.
Oh no, you stunned them for 2.99 seconds.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, I have no idea. It's
Oh, there's a Solar Crest already on this snap.
Oh yeah, rushing the Solar Crest is nice. Well, interestingly, Solar Crest to Medallion is only 1 more minus armor, despite having to pay quite a lot more for the item. But it gives a lot more if you cast it on allies. The move speed, the attack speed.
It also removes move speed.
Yeah, 50 move speed slows. Not bad, actually.
50 attack speed is 10% move speed.
Oh, 10% move speed and 50% attack speed, okay.
Which is a lot, honestly,
yeah?
Actually.
Yeah, 50 attack speed is a lot in the early game, isn't it? Because most heroes don't have much bonus attack speed in the early game. Sharkwaku fires off the stun, but rank 1 stun is only 1.1 second. And look, Nat's still got his ult up. Nice bushwhack. Radiant, time to put in a bit of damage. It's not going to be quick enough. Out comes the fear from Ollie. Sharkwaku is still going to go down. Oak does a nice heal. Very early Ghost Scepter, I like that, but then gets a huge power shot to the face. So the tombstone on the cliff is doing a lot, but can the Radiant do anything about it? Ollie, does he have Bedlam ready? Yeah, Veteran is going to go down. Yeah, it does go down.
So,
They will get
I
the
never thought
tombstone.
about this. Cookie destroys the tree that they're like attached to by Hoodwink W, so it destroys the stun.
Yeah, potentially.
Because that's how Hoodwink stun works for absolutely no reason.
I mean, Radiant didn't get a lot off that even still. They're going to try and go for Debate Mail, but he's got max rank Kraken Shells that he takes no right-click damage whatsoever, though he has got a Bedlaming Willow on his face. Is he going to Ravage? He thought about Ravaging. He does get taken down. 417 gold for the Radiant. That is what they were looking for. That is. I mean, that's exactly what Radiant needed. They needed to get a kill on Tide, just giving himself away. Look at his net worth. I've never seen an offlaner this far ahead. I mean, you've got an immortal Wind Ranger player in mid who's gone 307. Yeah, Tidehunter's still 2k gold ahead.
That's because he took over the entire Radiant jungle for like a good, I think a solid 7-8 minutes.
I'm just begging him to go with another item. Like, can you get a pipe up or... Yeah. I mean, he doesn't really need the pipe, it's only Ollie. But please get the Shivas, and you can slow Ollie. The Shivas on top of Ravage is amazing, because then you... How long is Shiva slow when you activate it? 4 seconds slow. Yeah, the Scythe is... It's not... If it was an anti-mage this game, or a Dark Widow, or a... not Dark Widow, who's the hero like... I don't know, Phantom Lance, or just, I don't know, something really, really mobile, hard to kill, they don't have the lockdown, for Storm Spirit maybe, or Ember Spirit, then I would say fine, get the Scythe, get the massive lockdown, but the Radiant team are the easiest to lockdown team of all time. They've got no mobility. Just get more damage. Aghanims would be really good for Tide here, you know, slowing them in a massive AoE.
It's a really good minus armor game. You've got Eye of the Storm, you've got...
Exactly, Aghs, I would go Aghs.
Fire, you've got Reality Rift, which is 7 minus armor on a 6-second cooldown.
Yeah, this is the minus armor game.
I think everyone but Wind Ranger has at least one way of removing armor from the enemy.
Yeah, and then Wind Ranger benefits from all the minus armor by just clicking them to death with the focus fire.
Wind Ranger's blink.
Yeah, didn't go BKB. Probably didn't feel like was needed. Yeah.
17 minutes into the game, you're far ahead. Why get it?
Well, the Radiant now need to be as careful as they can. The Dire are the ones who are looking to engage. Are they going to drop Shackle? Nope, not needed. Nice bushwhack though. I'm just going to clip him. The Dire need a way to start pushing the high ground, or not straight away, but eventually. A nice way to do that is for Tide to take the Shard. And if you're going for a really early game win, this is what I like to do on Tide. If we're really stomping, take the Anchor Smash damage reduction talent at 15, not the Gush one. Yeah. And then take the Shard. It means Anchor Smash is 80% damage reduction. Apply it to towers. You can just ignore the tower. 80% damage reduction tower does not damage you. And that's the way you can pretend the tower's not there. Then high ground is no problem. And I really like that.
Is you delay the game until you get your 25, and then you walk up to a tower, and you just keep right-clicking it, and it dies.
I never take... I like the 50% Anchor Smash. If you're like mid-tide, and you've gone a Daedalus or something, it is hilarious when you just smash them. Yeah, I tend to go AC if I go that build, because then you right-click fast, you have minus armor. But the 1 second Ravage Stun is amazing as a talent. Like that, I mean, people like Centaur get 1 second Hoof Stun, but 1 second Ravage is so good. Oh, Nat's invis. Tries to go onto Ollie, but is it worth it? Does blink away now, just instantly runs. Tombstone dropped as well. And the Dire are just going to back off. But I say back off. Debate Mail is going under the tower to get the axe. But I don't know if the Dire want to be fully diving a tier 2 tower. Juju goes in. Ah, Debate Mail does manage to crack and shell it off. Still gets hit. Just about survives Ollie. He was looking to get a... he blinks in. No, blinks out. Blinks out. I thought he was going to blink after Debate Mail, but he's playing it really safe. Out comes the zoning. Mortimer's Kisses.
Has his 9-second BKB. He's going refresher now. That would be a bit scary.
The problem is both teams are farming and not really killing, but the Radiant are still farming slower. 4 seconds done onto the axe. That's what we're talking about, but I think Copeland's in a little bit of trouble now. Yeah, he's going to go down. Chopped up by the axe.
My CK5. Where did you go?
I don't know. The Radiant are holding on. The Dire are farming a little bit faster. That's why I'm worried. The Wraith King's got quite a lot of catching up to do.
Radiant benefit from the game being as drawn out as possible, obviously, because you need to get the carry back in the game somehow. And how do you get him back in the game? You get him to farm, and he's farming. He's farming decently, honestly. He's not farming horrendously.
Yeah, true.
He's still got. It's slower than last game. He's still got armlet, deso, phase boots, an okay timing. It's not the best, but definitely not the worst.
Not finished the phase boots just yet.
Yeah. I may be counting my chickens before they're hatched.
Well, Jabate is committing for the scythe. I mean, he could still turn that Mystic Staff into Shivas, which I'm begging him to do. Do you know why I like to go Shivas on Tide so much? Because it gives you the mana pool to go Refresher.
Yeah. You can't actually use your Refresher.
Oh, looks like they're going to get a kill. Radiant really making things happen. Can they kill the Razor? If they drop literally everything on him, they can bring him down to half HP. Then he just stops BKB and runs away. Well, that was a bit depressing. And now the Dire are coming in. Here's Cocopium. They are going for the Tombstone kill first. The Tombstone's actually delayed them. They do get a double shackle. They do manage to take down the Razor. Vegetator here with the Ravage. Massive 4-man Ravage. And this is going to be a respawn from Sharkwaka. But is it going to be enough? I don't think they're going to get a kill onto Nat. Nat does have the wind run up again.
4 seconds stun again.
Yeah, goodbye. And I think the Radiant should have left, but they didn't leave in time. And now it's going to spell their death. Ollie does manage to blink out, but GG. Let's get the Bushwhack, but only onto 1. I think Juju's in a bit of trouble here. Shackle, there's the power shot, and now Oak, the last casualty.
I swear Frank has a script that just makes it so he always stuns for the maximum amount.
Yeah, quite a few 4-second stuns there. That was nasty. I mean, the Ravage is just such a good spell, and the Radiant don't have anything like it. They've got the Axe Call, and they couldn't even take down the Razor quick enough, even though they took him down in the end. It took them ages to do so.
The Willow Fear overruns the Axe Taunt, and he was feared midway through his taunt, so he didn't right-click the Axe, so there were no spins.
Interesting. Ollie is going for Axe now, which I think is the way. Ollie, no, Ollie doesn't have it.
Sorry, I was clicked on the wrong hero.
Yeah, the Radiant won the first game, but this game, not looking so good for them. 9,000 gold behind. Gaben says 72% win chance for the Dire. 26% gold lead.
Doesn't understand the power of Chaos Knight 5. It's confused.
No, he does. Yeah, that's why he's thinking. This core's not very farmed. 3,000 gold. He's basically running around with Arcane Boot.
Chaos Knight in this game with no farm.
I'm not sure why a shard is good for a support. Do you really need a 300 more cast range on Chaos Bot? Okay. 300 cast range. Whoa. Now that is good. That alone is good. Forget anything else.
And the illusion's just kind of annoying.
Yeah, I guess that's just.
It's a phantasm illusion, so it's 100%
damage.
It's 100 right click, so it's not like great, but it's also not terrible.
I mean, it's somehow working out with Arcane Boots and Windlaze. He's moving around at 390 speed. Reality Rift has a longer cast range, 700 cast range. So you pull someone in and then you hit them with the...
I think you stun, then you pull them in and they get hit by the Chaos Bot.
Well, no, it depends on whether what's got more range, yeah. Because Chaos Bot's pretty short range.
It's shard, if that's what it works.
Yeah, sure, okay. Stun and pull them in.
I believe it's somehow working out, was what we were saying for the entire time that we played with it last time. We were like, okay, I guess this works.
Well, like Luna 4, even Karen played Luna 4, I think, a little bit. It's really weird, but you give damage to your teammate. You've got a stun. You've got big magic damage burst. You don't take the glaives, but it doesn't matter. A lot of heroes can be played in these unorthodox ways based on your skill order. Like, I don't know anyone who played League of Legends a long time ago, but Sion was a hero who's based around being a right clicker. But people realize if you just take his first 2 spells and max them out, and you can just become a mage and run around and just kill people with your Q and W.
What were his first 2 spells? Because currently his Q's the big hammer.
Oh, I'm talking about old school players where Q was a stun that did magic damage, W was a shield that blew up and did magic damage, and people thought he's designed as a right clicker, and people said no, he's a mage. It's the same with Chaos Knight. He's a core because Phantasm is illusions and Chaos Strike is a crit. But if you just ignore those spells and just take the first 2, you can be a support. Luna in general, yeah, Luna is cool. I've got a very good winner on Luna. I think it's
for Luna is some nightmare inducing.
One of my better heroes.
Oh, no.
What? Karen was good at POS 4 Luna. Did she have some good games?
Kate's suffering. Oh, this is a big wraparound smoke from Dire.
Smoke from Radiant as well.
This is gonna be awkward.
But they're missing Razor.
He's farming his refresher. He's 200 gold off of it. I don't think he wants to join.
Oh, but Dire are doing some attack from behind. They've got Ravage. I don't think this is going to look good for the Dire. For the Radiant. Do they drop the Ravage? They're not dropping the Ravage for ages. They're just right-clicking the Tombstone. Can they get the Tombstone killed in time? Look at the damage from Mortimer's Kisses. It's hitting so hard. But the Tombstone still hasn't gone down. Now they drop the Ravage. Just as they're about to lose Nat. Nat's actually is going to go down. So many zombies. This Tombstone is still not being killed. Finally gets taken down by Wobber. But now I think it's a little bit too late. Out comes the Scythe of Ice onto the Wraith King. And I think that's going to be another kill. But not a kill onto Ollie. He does manage to TP out. Juju is still walking around here. Doesn't have Sharpshooter. Did go for the Shard, which I think is not particularly good in my opinion. But maybe other people have their own take on that.
It's annoying. You can actually just send it up high ground and have it stand still as a ward underneath the tower, and then
It doesn't last particularly long.
it's just kind of annoying.
Ooh, Ollie does quite a lot of damage to Razor, but then he just takes the regen rune.
But yeah.
Well, he has that refresher now. So you're right. You go BKB. BKB refresher means that.
I have damage when you can just take damage from everyone else.
But you press BKB, right? You cast your ult. You instantly refresh. Then you have a second BKB for team fight as well if you need it. Oh, they don't get the bushwhack.
You BKB RQW and then you just refresh RQW again.
Do it all again. Oh, he gets cookied on top. That's a really nice way to stun Ollie. And he's still stealing the damage. Look at my damage. He's got 150 damage. Veteran is an absolute monster at this point. He's got refresher if he needs it for the second BKB. He does drop it, uses the ult again. And now he's got 2 Eye of the Storms going out. Look at the damage he does.
The classic, no, literally 0 damage items also does 334 damage.
And Eye of the Storm has 0.6 second strike interval. So it's nearly striking twice a second. So you double that. And you're striking like 4 times a second. Now he has leveled it up. So 4 times a second, that's -4 armor per second, as well as 360 physical damage. And the cooldown is only 60 seconds. In fact, the refresher is what you're waiting for most of the time. And then you go the Aghanims, of course, it means you strike 2 targets instead of 1. And you hit buildings. And then at level 25, you can take another +1 target. So 3 targets at a time.
That seems strong. I feel like that seems strong. I don't know about you.
3 targets at once at Eye of the Storm is absurd. Also means things like illusions are less likely to ruin your day or a creep wave. I think it's looking hard for the Dire, for the Radiant, but they're not able to push that quickly. I'm really hoping to see the Shard picked up on Debate Mail, because the Shard yeah, he has actually got it on his courier. There we go. Now we can start hitting those anchor smashes on the tower.
And Shard on Chaos Knight as well.
Very nice. Whoa. That is a big change. I don't know if they're winning because of the Chaos Knight, or rather in spite of it, but yeah.
It's not in spite of it, he's done stuff.
True, he has done stuff, but I can't say that like an Ogre Magi would have just been better or something, you know? I think it would have been.
The confusion factor.
Yes, that's true. Well, Wraith King is hiding. He still didn't even get phase boots because he's desperate to get the BKB as quickly as possible. Radiant trying to soak up whatever farm they can, which is smart. But have a look at the levels. Level 19 on the Wind Ranger.
I actually do think it's okay. Because the Chaos Bolt, the stun on Q, I think it's one of the longest stun durations you can possibly get.
Oh yeah. But Ogre Magi stuns as long.
You should just pull someone out of position with your W as well. It's really nice.
Oh, if Ogre gets a multicast though, he'll do more damage than the Chaos Knight with basically the same stun, if not more. I think the Wraith King's in a bit of trouble. He TPs and immediately cancels it. I don't know if that was a mistake, but he's going to go down. Out comes the Scythe of Vice. The 4-second stun, of course. He doesn't have blink. He gets pulled in, and he is going to go down yet again. Fires out a stun on the Wind Ranger. Goes for a little bit of a heal. Only 2-second stun that time, but he still goes down.
He didn't activate the Dream Hacks.
No, he didn't. But look how far away he got the enemy team to be. They're nowhere near their towers. They're nowhere near high ground. High ground towers are all 100% HP. They need to make something happen. If I was the Dire, this far ahead, you've got Aegis, I would be, you know, literally run it down. And finally, they are going to do that. They are going Aghanims on the Razor, which we talked about is so good for damaging buildings as well. I think it takes away the armor from buildings as well.
Yeah, I would assume so.
Which, of course, makes killing towers easier and easier. Well, this tower is going down.
He's going spider legs.
Oh, there's a nice shackle. I think that is going to be a kill. Yep, bring him back for good measure.
Nat's good at Wind Ranger.
Nat is good at Wind Ranger, yeah.
Oh,
Tombstone is dropped. But it is immediately killed. It looks like Oak is going to fall. So I think this game is looking like a 1-1 at the moment. And I can't see it going any other way. The Radiant, I mean, they did manage to take top tower like we talked about, but yeah.
Radiant need to die fountain twice, and then
maybe. Ollie could have done more right clicks than that, I felt. He has the Aghanims. Went for treads as well, went for attack speed. They go with the Hex on Ollie. Are they going to drop the Ravage? Yeah, they are going to drop the Ravage. Really nice follow-up Ravage. Axe goes in with the call. Probably will get a kill on Tidehunter because he's taking a lot of damage from the tier 4 towers. Veteran managed to steal only 72 damage. He dropped the BKB as well, but he does have Refresher if he needs it. There's 2 buybacks in the Radiant. Ollie and Juju. I don't... They did lose Tidehunter, I suppose. That's why they're going back.
Tide's a big. Tide is like 3rd highest net worth. He's a big loss.
Yeah.
Shivers now.
He is, okay.
I hate this build with a passion. But
well, I love Scythe of Ice. I just felt like this wasn't the game for it. But, you know, he's still doing really well. So, fair play to him. He had a fantastic game. Yeah, Blink Hex, yeah. Dave's just tuning into this build. We were talking about how, look at the Radiant team. They desperately did not need a Scythe of Ice, but they needed, you know, maybe an Aghanims from the Tide or something. If you're that far ahead on Tide, just pick up a Chrysalis. The amount of damage you can do after Ravage is hilarious. But oh well, you know, I think they're still likely to win this game. But Radiant, they're making things happen. They're not going out without a fight, which I like. Oak's actually going for the full E-Blade, which I think is also a good pick. Veteran, he gets Tombstone. He's going to drop his BKB. He still has Refresher as well. He's dropped 1 ult. Is he going to go for a second ult? Doesn't need to. Shark Whacken. Yeah, he does drop it. Second ultimate is up. That does cost all of his mana though. 200 plus 200 plus 300 is very, very expensive. So you can barely cast anything else, but he is an absolute terror as well. Out comes another 4-second stun. How many 4-second stuns did he get off in that fight? Absolutely absurd. Actually, I just realised, you know, we're talking about Chaos Knight as a support. His Aghanims is pretty good for support Chaos Knight, potentially, with the right team. You create a really powerful illusion of Terrorblade or of Naga Siren or, you know, Medusa. Hey, he's going Ags. Okay, I was right.
He's got Blink coming to him now as well.
Yeah, the Razor is strong. The double BKB means every fight you have at least, well, every fight with Refresher, you have 12 seconds of BKB. And that is way too long to outweight it. I reckon if Refresher gets nerfed, because you know it's been really, really good this patch. Like so many heroes by Refresher. I wonder if they'll stop it refreshing BKB. Yeah, Shard makes a CK illusion as well, yeah.
I feel like that, that's a pretty big change.
It is, or maybe they make it cost 400 mana again, so that it's even harder to use on certain cores. And here's the engage. Oh, Ghost Scepter. Ghost Scepter 4-star was going to save it, but it does get killed by the power shot. Buyback from Oak though. Axe going in with the BKB. Is he doing enough damage though? Yeah, they do get the Razor. That's a really nice kill to start with. Debate Mode doesn't seem too bothered, but the zombies are adding up. There's 3 zombies now. 4 zombies. Nope, just 3, and it's just going to blink away.
Yeah,
Ooh, do they want to chase? Juju is going really far in. Does actually get the bushwhack, but the Radiant team are quite far behind. Now there's, yeah, comes in Blade Mail. On cooldown, gets Hex, immediately goes down. Can we kill Nat though? No, there's the save. No, never mind, does die to Ollie. A lot of right click coming out. The Ravage was pretty big, but is it enough? Huge Mortimer's Kisses. Almost gets a kill. Yeah, it does manage to snipe Juju. And Oak very nearly dies too. Sharkawaku just goes down without even his ultimate. 5 seconds till he had it. Dies to the Tidehunter. They don't have any of their main cores alive. They're POS 1, POS 2, but Debate Mail is still so strong. Doesn't really matter.
That was better though.
Debate Mail goes in with the Hex. Tombstone's dropped again though. Wobber, can he locate the Tombstone? No, not quite.
I think that was the best fight they could have hoped for on Radiant.
You're not killing the Tombstone with some illusions. That's just not happening.
He's trying though.
The Tombstone attacks Destroy Talent doesn't come until level 25. So it's a very, very long time till you can claim that on the Undying. I mean, this is a game that is going on maybe a bit longer than needed. Radiant are doing a fairly good hold, but it is 16-41.
Yeah.
That's 97% win probability. They've now lost the tier 3 tower and they've lost mid-racks. I mean, Ollie could potentially turn this game around if he gets... his level 20 talent is amazing as well. 2-second more Shadow Realm duration.
That is a nice talent.
And he can go a Moonshard. So there is a chance for Ollie to carry.
They have decent high ground, honestly. And if they get some good axe cools, could be the comeback of the century. We've seen some unbelievable comebacks in these in-houses. So
all you need, though, is Razor to drop double ult and run at the buildings. Because he's got 12-second BKB. They can't kill him in time. And he'll kill all the buildings. Because, you know, double Eye of the Storm. That's 4 strikes every second. So every second, 360 damage. Which is a lot of damage per second.
Yeah.
Just like double Leshrac. No, Leshrac's 240, actually. But it's physical damage as well, which sort of makes it so good. And he steals a bit of damage. Shots to BKB. Oak using 4-staff. Could use Ghost Scepter to not take so much damage. There it is. Oh, there's the Aghanim Finisher bait mail. A lot of damage. I think it just clipped the end of the Ghost Scepter.
Gosh is a mean spell.
Oh, it's amazing with Aghanims. 380 magic damage. 7-second cooldown. Refresher drop by Veteran. Does drop his ult. Doesn't drop the ultimate. Now he does. Oh, quite close to actually killing that. There's a really long fear. Big crit. One more right click. No, that's going to be okay. Sharkwaku is going to fall. Does have the ult though. But your building is dying. Look, it's being struck over and over. It doesn't take away any armor from the buildings. Is good to know. No. But look, it's striking both the racks at the same time. Oh, come on. They really want to take that. There we go. Yeah, it's going to go down. Axe goes in with the call. Doom-Man call. Nice shackle onto Sharkwaku back. Drop the Ravage. I think Sharkwaku's going to go down. He does not have his ultimate. There is a buyback from the Axe, and Axe going to get another call. I think it's a little bit too late, though. They have lost 3 of their team. And there's only 1 set of racks left. And yes, Max did get killed. What's Jabate doing? Really wants to last hit that building for some reason. Actually, he just blinks in. Big damage. Yeah, that's enough. The 2 of them do manage to get a kill. But you've got the call onto Tidehunter. I don't think you're killing a level 24 Tidehunter, however. And just sit in the base with a 4-second stun, why don't you?
Who wants to move when you can just be bonked on the head by a Chaos Knight?
1 set of racks left to go. What is he going with the random Reaver? Oh, he's got Ether Lens as well. Whoa, those are some long cards.
He didn't go meme hammer, which I'm disappointed in, but you know, can't complain.
Ollie dying from full in Shadow Realm. Yeah, that's sad when that happens on Willow. It doesn't have the level 20 talent yet. Look at the level difference. 21 on Wraith King, everyone on Radiant is under-leveled, or below level 20. Dire, 22, 22, 23, 24. And Tide's 25 is amazing. ADAs?
Snapfire's only died once. Just been running around doing work, so he's...
Oh, he's played a great Snapfire this game. Going for Aghanims, I think.
So much work.
He's just got a point booster queued up. Does that mean the full Aghanims is on the way for him? Yes, it is, actually.
Now, yeah.
Gobble Up used to be so overpowered that Snapfires were even being played pos 3 just to rush Aghanims, or even mid. Yeah. And then it just disappeared. I mean, I know they reduced the damage of it.
The damage, and you can't hold, like, you can only hold it for like 3 seconds.
You got to spit them up pretty quick after that, yeah.
And it's, I don't know, it's not, I guess the meta just changed as well. There's
maybe.
Everyone, I don't know, it's like a blink replacement, but most of the time everyone's going blink anyway, so I'm never quite sure about when it's worth it.
Yeah, they are in this meta as well. This is a very blink heavy meta. As you can see, 5 blink daggers. There's 6 blink daggers in this game, 4 on the Dire team. It's, oh, 3, sorry, I thought the blink, Scythe of Ice was a blink.
The items? Wait.
If you look on the net, can you see where it says net worth, and you can change all the stats? You keep going. There's it's very nice to very quickly see items. Otherwise, you have to press V and click the show items button, which also works. But oh, sorry, V is my scoreboard. Click the scoreboard button. There's a show items button on the side.
Yep. Okay.
You don't have it, or you click the thing on the top.
I removed it because it annoyed me.
Oh, I'm one of those people who like
check my scoreboard and get tilted because I'm seeing it.
I do all the time. Yeah, I do.
No, not doing that anymore. Remove the keybind.
That's actually a bad habit of mine. I check the scoreboard like 400 times a game. Oh, nowhere to put him. Just spit him out again.
I have the initial one set as my directional move button now, just because in case they play a hero that needs it.
Ah, there's a strength blink. Yeah, there we go. 3 blinks and a strength blink.
Yeah, and a double damage on Tide.
He's about to hit level 25. He would really like 25 because...
go anchor. I know he's not going it. But
no, I mean, look, his build does not...
His build does not fit it at
no,
all.
absolutely not. There, 25. No, he's fine. He's taking a little bit of damage there, but not enough to kill him. He's got 4,000 HP thanks to the 25 strength from Overwhelming Blink, and he has an Aghanims as well. Now he's got the talent. 1 more second of Ravage duration. It's time for him to just Blink, Ravage, get the Razor ulting, and you can just take the high ground.
Just send the Phantasms up there to hit it.
Debate Miller just blinks in, and then proceeds to take quite a large amount of damage. Yeah, Phantasms are not going to take racks though, not in a Chaos Knight. Whoa, they just drop Veteran in. Starts taking a lot of damage from Axe. Well, I mean, he has to TP out. Not a bad choice, but he does get 82 damage. He drops Refresher. Doesn't use his second BKB. Is going to take down the racks. He's still got 2 Eye of the Storms up. And he's got a BKB now. Oh, look at the damage gone to Wraith King. Almost immediately gets killed. They still haven't used the Ravage. I guess they're going to wait for Wraith King to come back to life. BKB's dropped though. Debatemel's really holding off on the Ravage. Look at the fear. There's a lot of zombies, actually. This Tombstone had full duration, but they just ignored it. They ignored it the entire time. They dropped Ravage on only Ollie. That plus 1 second Ravage duration, really not necessary.
Frank got the Meteor Hammer at the end, so I'm happy.
Did he? Okay, just for you, just for you. He was listening. Yeah. Well, that's 40k gold net worth advantage. 2 heads, no brain victory. I like that team name.
They indeed no-brained it. CK5.
CK5. Yeah, it didn't do a lot of damage, but it would be nice if we could see the stuns. I wish there was a...
Hilarious.
The game I liked that did that the most was Bloodline Champions. Had a column with a stun value, and I would love to see it in this game because it tells you sometimes in the the MVP showcase at the beginning, like enemy stunned. But I would love to see a stun duration column. You can see it on Open Dota. It shows you the games where you had the most stun. So it's in the game. They can work it out. I'd love to see it on the scoreboard. But look at the damage dealt on the Dire. So many heroes dealing high damage. 21k Snapfire, 31k Tide, 31k Wind Ranger, 34k Razor. See how much of Razor's damage came from Eye of the Storm. 12,000 damage Eye of the Storm. Slightly more than right click, yeah. I mean, doesn't that show just how good that spell is?
Yep. And it's physical damage.
You're like a carry Leshrac, a physical damage Leshrac. Well, Leshrac is a core, but you're a Leshrac, but with physical damage. It's the same sort of concept, right? You press your button and you run into the enemy, except it's got a cooldown rather than it being toggleable. But there you go, very good game.